Alright, what up guys? Today we're going to be doing a lemon twist, just dry martini. First we're going to start with 2.5 ounces of the botanist. This is just a dry gin. After that, we're going to hit it with just a splash of vermouth. This all goes by taste, but just a dash of it. You don't really need too much. Boom. And then this is all just personal taste. I hit it with just one dash of orange bitters. Just one little dash, nothing crazy. That's it. I'm gonna add some ice and we're gonna stir this for about 30 seconds, get it really cold. Also right now, my glass is in the freezer chilling. You could also just fill it with ice and water and let it sit for a couple minutes. That does the trick. But for me, it's just easy if I'm at home. I just throw it in the freezer for 10 minutes and then boom, I'm set. All right, now we're gonna go grab that glass. All right, here's this chilled glass. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit this glass. This is vermouth in a cocktail spray. We're gonna hit it with one spray. Boom. That's just to get the aroma of the vermouth. Then we're gonna sit there, strain it. Boom. And for this lemon twist, I pull it. I don't like to use lemon juice because it's too much. I just use the oil from the peel, a couple sprays. Then, lemon twist.
This conference will now be recorded.
All right, what up guys? It's Monday, market's closed, MLK Day. Pretty lazy, but we're gonna get this done. This is episode 2 of Cocktails and Questions. I'm going to start with ULTA because I am in this. I got in this late Friday. So right now we're looking for this break of 271.30-ish. I'm in the 270 puts for this week. My stop on this is over 274. And then the target is this gap fill down at 267. That's what I'm looking for this week, but my stop again will be over this 274 level. We're really watching the 271.30-ish level to break to target down at 267. That's what I'm looking at on ULTA. What's next? LVS. Let's see. Do I need to get out of a 4-hour? Goodness. When was the last time we were up here? Yeah, let me change this to a 4-hour. I might even have to go to a daily on this. It's too far. Yeah, I'm gonna go to a daily. All right, that's a better view. We had a nice bull flag break on this daily over 73.40-ish. So the next target on this is 75. That's the gap fill. I don't think I'd really do anything. We're at 74 right now. Gap fill is up at 75. But if we get over 75, then we have room up into the low 80s. That's where I will be looking long, is if we break 75. But after we fill that gap, we might stall here. And if we stall, then we have this gap down here that we can come back down to. So 75 will be my pivot. If we get through that, I will look for the low 80s. And if we reject at 75, I'll look for a retest of 72-ish. I'll put that line on the chart right here. Right about there. That's what I'm watching on LVS, Las Vegas Sands. Netflix. I think Netflix is still doing nothing, last I checked. Okay, no, yeah, kind of. Let me get, I haven't charted this in a while. Let me get some of these lines out of here. All right, Netflix, I mean, we do have this gap, but I'm just going to use this line. I wouldn't look long Netflix until we get over 344.40. 344.40 is where I look to get long on Netflix, nothing before then. And if we reject at 344.40, we have a shot at coming back down to 328. That's this handle right here. But if we do get through this 344.40, we have this gap filled all the way up to, what is that, 362? 362.47. That's what I'll be looking on Netflix. So watch this 344.40-ish. That's going to be the pivot. Target upside 362.47. And if we reject here, I'll look for a retest of 328.82-ish. What's next? Pie. A bunch of people are excited about this. I haven't checked the chart yet, so there's not going to be any lines. Okay, we did have a nice test. We filled this gap perfectly, it looks like, from both of these wicks. That's at 91. 75-ish. Let me throw that line in there first. This is going to be our support. That's at 91.75. That's our support right there. If we come through 91.75, we definitely have a shot down here at 88 let me draw these lines in. The 88 level, if we break 91.75, oh, not right there, right there. And if we lose that level, then we have this level right there at 84.63. We still have this kind of gap up here. I wouldn't touch this. Here's my channel. My channel, I would look long over 95. I would look short under 91.75. I wouldn't touch anything in this channel right here. And obviously, these are my two targets for downside. And if we do break through that 95 level, first target will be right here, top of this gap, 99.50. And then obviously this gap right up here to 101. So the channel, my trigger channel right there, upside is 94, downside 91.75. That's what I'm watching on Polaris. Next, BBY. Is that Best Buy or Bed Bath & Beyond? Probably Best Buy, huh? Only two B's. Best Buy. Oh, this is near all-time highs too, isn't it? It just doesn't look fun to me. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, we're above where we need to be. 89.20 is what needs to hold for us to test all-time highs at, what, 91.83? Yeah, 91.83. So as long as we hold this 89.20, we look good for higher. We're going to come right up into this. That's what I'd be looking for. And if we lose this 89.21, first downside test will be around 87.60, and below that, down at 86. So that's what I'm watching here. I'm going to use 89.21 as my pivot. That's my pivot, 89.21 on Best Buy. Upside target 91.83, downside targets 87.60, 86.07, 86ers. So yeah, pivot on Best Buy, 89.21. Next up, what is that, Humana? HUM, it is Humana. Okay, this one actually has a pretty well-established pivot point right there. As you can see how many times we've passed through this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 of the past like 24 candles have all passed through this 367.75 level. That's what I would use as a pivot right here. We closed just below that, so we'll see where we open tomorrow. But 367.76 pivot on Humana. Upside target 375, downside target 356.26. Remember, this is a daily chart, so these I would play a week out on these. Like, this is quite a large range, so I'm not looking at this for weeklies. I would look. It's a daily chart. I would look at 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out on Humana right here. My pivot 367.76. Upside target 375. Downside 356. That's what I'm looking at on Humana. DE. I don't even know if I know what DE is. Deer. John Deere. All these charts look almost identical. We're just sitting at pivots. All right. This doesn't look appealing to me much at all. I'd use 170, or about 176 as my pivot. Upside or initial target 178, and then up to this probably all-time high level if that's it. Yeah, that's all-time highs right up here. And then under this pivot, because we closed above this, so if we break below the 176 and we hold under the 176, I would look for a short down to 173. And after 173, the next level would be about 170.63, where we have these two wicks of support, this wick and this red candle right here. That's around 170.70. I'll throw that line on right there. So the pivot we're looking at 175.90, right about the 176. If we hold that, then we target 178 and then all-time highs. And if we come back down below this, because we close above it, first target 172.92, then down at 170.62. What is next? LK. Is this that Chinese car company or coffee company? Is that what it is? Oh, it is. Yep. There's not really much to chart here. We're at all-time highs. I would like a retest. Obviously, we had a nice little daily flag here. We broke out. So I would look for a retest of 47.50-ish. I would like to come down and retest that. And if we come down and retest and we hold that, then I would look to get long back to all-time highs. And that level is 47.50. 47.50 is what I like to retest and then come and test this. If we lose that 47.50, we have 2 levels below. So 47.50 is what I'm watching. I'm not going to go long right here at all-time highs. So if we lose 47.50, I would like a retest. And if we hold that, then we can bounce back to all-time highs. But if we lose that, first target 45.13, and then right down here at 40. So yeah, if we lose this bear flag or this bull flag, this support right here, then we definitely have a shot down to $40. That's what I'm looking at on OK. And now these are a few from Twitter. A couple of guys commented on my post last week. STMP. Oh, I hate this fucking company. I hate them so much. Oh, but the chart looks pretty decent to trade off of. Right at the pivot is literally right where we closed. We closed right there. I'm looking for a pivot. Yep, right there. Downside, if we lose it, what is that? 90.83. First target would be 86.22. Right there. That's my first target if we go downside. If we lose this, upside, obviously, this high on yesterday, or Friday rather, would be the first test, and that's 92.46. And then after 92.46 on the upside, it's up at 96.50 right there. So yeah, just watch the 90.70 level. We close just above it. So that's my pivot coming into tomorrow. Upside target up here, downside target up here. What's next? iRobot. I already told you guys I don't like iRobot because we bought the Nito, that robot vacuum, and that thing is head and shoulders above the iRobot Roomba. Like head and shoulders. The thing is so smart. It's kind of stressful. iRobot, we're in this gap that never filled. All right, yep. We probably come fill this gap first. That's down at 53.40. We closed at 54.82. I would like a retest of 53.40 before I got long again. And if I did, if we held that 53.40, first target would be 56.43. And then right up around, where is this? 1, 2, 3, right around 59.11. That would be my second target if we hold. But I would like this gap to fill first. If this gap doesn't come down and fill, then I would use 56.43 as my upside trigger to target 59.11. So that's what I'm looking at right now. I really would like the gap to fill first, but imagine we open higher tomorrow and we come up. This level right here is where I'm going to watch to get long. And if we lose 53.40, I would look down to about, there's a good spot right there, 50.96. There's some good congestion here, and over here twice. So that's 50.38 is what it looks like. 50.38 is that target. And then last one, Bud. B-U-D. Oh, what does it have, like a 20-cent range? Look at these ugly candles. There's doji. Yeah, like a 20-cent range. It's probably not something I would be trading at all. But we are at a perfect pivot point right here. So pivot point right about where we closed, $80. And then from that pivot, you just target the bottom of this range and the top of this range. That's how I would trade this, Bud. I would probably play pretty far out on this because the daily range is just pitiful, especially for an $80 stock. I mean, what is there, 40-cent ranges? Yeah, that's not something I typically trade. So if I would, I'd always play maybe like February monthlies. I wouldn't play weeklies on this. I don't know if they have them. I didn't check. I'm not checking the change. But BUD, $80 would be my pivot. 77 low target, 83.45 high side target. That's what I'm looking at on Bud. And, did I already put in ULTA? I think that's what I started with, yeah? Yeah, because that's what I'm positioned in. I'm also holding Shack January 31st, so not this week, but next week, 75s. Those are free. I paid for those with the profits from the 63 calls that I'm actually still holding a couple runners on. We bought those last Tuesday, and obviously Shack had an amazing run. We're like $7 in the money on those right now. I only have 2 contracts left. But so those are sitting pretty nice. I think they closed at 7. We're in at $1.60. So I added, with the profits, I added some 75 Shacks for January 31st. So 2 weeks out, I still have on those. And that's, as far as my open position goes, that's all it is. I have ULTA short and then 2 separate expiration Shack longs. All right, I will see you guys all tomorrow morning. Hope you guys had a good day off.